Beekeeping in Kenya has been practiced traditionally for many years. However, only 20% of the country's honey production potential has been tapped. This is roughly about 100,000 metric tons. According to NAFIS, 80% of Kenya consists of arid and semi-arid lands, which have high potential in the production of honey. In fact, agricultural activity is a major occupation in these areas due to the abundance of bee flora when it comes to beekeeping. Other regions apart from arid and semi-arid lands in Kenya also practice beekeeping. Modern beekeeping in Kenya started towards the end of the 1960s and has since become an important enterprise in the livestock subsector. The importance of bees is also another reason why beekeeping is crucial for Kenya. Without bees, there is no food for humans. On today's show, we meet up with Martin Gitari, a young man who is pushing the boundaries when it comes to beekeeping in the beautiful regions of Pearl of Savannah.
My name is Martin Gitari. I'm a technician by profession, refrigeration technician. Apart from that, where we first started, my parents were farmers. So I'm from an agricultural place, and from the past, I had a passion in agriculture, and I come from Nyeri. Actually, farming was my passion from the past. I'm doing apiculture. Apiculture is bee farming. Yeah, and also tree farming, afforestation. Yeah. When I started, actually my parents don't have a big farm. It's it's 4 acres. Yeah, and they were keeping livestock, goats and sheep. So when I started planting trees, there was that conflict, because the goats, the cows could come and destroy my trees. Yeah, and I started with 2,000 trees. That is quite a big amount, and each tree I bought it at 10 shillings. You can count, that is about 20,000. Then there's the cost of planting, and also I had to do piping for the whole 2 acres, so that I can that would enable to irrigate. Yes. So all of it, the cost of trees, labor for the plumbing, and also water bills, and the farm manager, it costed around 150,000. That was 2009.
The idea to start beekeeping came to Martin in an interesting manner. Although Martin's parents were farmers, they did not take to the idea easily.
Then after 3 months, 10% of the trees had been destroyed by the goats. So there was conflict, because I took the goat and sold them. And after selling them and replacing the trees, now I had a good forest. But you can imagine now, my mom was very hungry. Yeah. So I was given a challenge to look for somewhere else to do my tree business, because I'm messing up with her resources, the only resource she had. So I try to support her and also to save for that somewhere else.
This forced Martin to get his own piece of land where he could get to do the type of farming he desired. It is said that that which you're looking for will look for you.
Luckily, I got this place. This one I bought in 2011. Yeah, it was there was no trees. It was desolate. Yeah, so I bought this place and I applied for water. I did clubbing again, and also I planted this. These are around 3,000 trees. My home is around a kilometer away. Yeah, so I knew this place. Yeah, actually I went to school. I went to school here, primary. After primary school, I went to Nanyuki. Yeah, after Nanyuki, I went to Mombasa. Nanyuki High School, then Mombasa Polytechnic. Yes, and Mombasa, the distance, you can see the distance. I was not able to do anything because I was starting. I had nothing. You know, you are fresh from college, you are hunting for a job, then you have to first settle and then think what you'll do. Now, after planting the trees, after like the first year, the trees grew very fast, and I was amazed. So when I was pruning them, I saw some bees flying around. And then there was a log hive which was left behind. My dad used to do beekeeping, and also we used to harvest honey in the wild. When we first came here, there was a big forest, and there were so many bee colonies. Yeah, and sometimes we could go with him. I was afraid of bees by then because I was small. I was like 7 years, 8 years there. Then when I saw the log hive, I remembered how we used to do with my dad. So I cleaned the hive and kept it on a tree to trap the bees. And luckily now a sun came and entered. By then, when we are harvesting, I used to see we are smoking the bees, but I didn't know how that one connected. So I did some research, and I found that bees communicate with smell, scent. Yeah, that's how they communicate. They call it pheromone. So when it produces a certain pheromone, it says there is a danger, and they will get ready for, yeah. So when you smoke, you confuse them because their pheromone and the smell of smoke will intermingle, and they won't know what is happening, and they can mistook it for a fire.
Apiphobia is one of the most common fears for most people. This is the fear of bees. How exactly did Martin overcome his fear?
It was a big log hive. It can produce up to 30 kg. It is still there at my mom's place. Yeah. So when it came to harvesting, I didn't have the bee suit. Then I knew I could harvest at night, even without the bee suit. And so we went at night and smoked and got some honey, but it was a mess, plus some stings. Yeah. Then That's when I started doing research where I can get the bee equipment. By then I didn't find, and I thought of making my own hives, and I constructed the ones you have seen there. Yeah, they are the first hives. And when we put them for the bees to get in, luckily they came. Yeah, I had 100 colonization. Colonization is when the hive gets bees. Yeah, within a short time. And then afterwards, there were some bees that were straying. They didn't have somewhere to swarm on. Yeah, and some even strayed to my neighbor. I've got a neighbor here. By then there were no trees, and that is when the conflict began. Yeah, so they came, and there was some lot of noise. They say, you come and put bees here. It's attacking our goats. But by then I understood they didn't know how the behavior of bees. Yeah, and they couldn't differentiate the bees that are in my hives and the ones that are straying, because there is a season when bees swarm. Yeah, you will see them crossing. So I was not in. My manager was here. So I told him what to do, to go and check what is happening. That's when he went, and so there was a swarm there. There was an old woman. She didn't know about bees, so when she got a swarm on her house, he was scraping them off, and she got attacked. So when you're starting beekeeping, you have to be careful. You train the people surrounding you, and be good to them. When you have a honey, share some with them. Yeah, be nice, and these are our resources.
Log hives are one of the most popular hives in Kenya. Traditionally, bee farmers used logs to entice the bees to swarm in them. For Martin, the experience was similar with a bit of spice.
The traditional hive, it is round, and it doesn't have chambers like the modern one. The modern type, you have a queen extruder, and it has got flames. The bees put cobs on those flames. The modern hive, it's just a whole thing. So it is the bees who decide how they're gonna put their cobs. Some can put across, some can put in a way that it will be difficult when you are harvesting. And some are very creative. They know when you come to harvest, the cob hangs from the top. It will keep honey on top and the eggs on underneath. So when you come and check, you see, I don't want to destroy all these bees, these pupils. They are very creative. So you won't get honey unless you destroy and when you destroy those kids, we call it kids. Bees, a worker bee takes 6 weeks. That is what do we call it? Lifespan. It's 6 weeks. So when you destroy that, you are destroying the colony, because there will be no one to go and forage.
Moving to modern hives was a move Martin considered as he settled into his new home. What he did not anticipate was how hard moving the bees will be without the proper know-how.
The mistake I remember doing was on when transferring the hives. I had constructed so many hives and I had put them on a shed. Then we are ready to transfer them. We did it in the day. Yeah, don't transfer bees during the day, because during the day most of them are out there. They are foraging. So when they come back, there is no home. So what do you expect? You move with the hive with 1/3, and they will start creating chaos.